Hi guys, this is Rahul and you're welcome to GoMahamaya.com. In this beautiful tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to track calls on your Google Ads. So I'm going to discuss all the three methods required for tracking. Number one, call from ads using the ad extensions or call only. Second option is call to a phone on your website. Third option we have is click on a number on a mobile website. So we are going to discuss all the three options in one video. So let's get started. So now for creating conversion, you need to hover over goals and you have to click on summary. What are the conversion you have created inside your Google Ads? You'll find in this area. If you have not created any of the conversion, you'll find it blank. And you have to click on new conversion action. And there you need to click on phone calls. And inside the phone calls, the first option we have to click is call from the ads using the extensions or call only ads. So I'm going to click on continue. So here I'm going to write down the name of the conversion. You can write anything just to represent your conversion name. I'm going to write down Rahul call extension conversion. So this will be my name as a conversion name, and then there's a set of values. One, use same value for each conversion. Don't use a value for conversion. Giving values to conversion helps you track your ad return or the return on ad spend. So if you are spending $100, if you are getting 10 clicks, so each click will be $10, then you will be on the equal side. That means you got 10 leads out of $100. So this way you can track. So that way I'm going to each call as $10 or 10 rupee. Next option we have is the count. When one guy click 100 times on that call or fill that form, we are going to count every time, or we want one guy to count for only one time, no matter how many times it filled the form or not, or click on that call or not. So I'm going to click one, that is highly recommended, and then the call length you can track is like 60 seconds. Whenever there is a 60-second call length, then Google is going to track this and count that as conversion. So you can even make it 30-second call as conversion. So it's all up to you. So generally 60-second, I'm adding a minimum value, so each call will be counted as conversion. There's a click-through window conversion. I'll make it 60 days. And there's an attribution model. You can choose the different attribution model. The best recommended is the data driven. So I'm going to click on create and continue. Now once that is done, click on done, and next step for you is to go to your campaign, select your campaign. Let's say I want goals 2, so I'll be selecting that campaign, and then you need to move on asset. Inside asset, click on assets, and there you need to click on plus create asset, and you have to click on call. And here you have to choose for the campaign or the ad group. So you can even target based on the ad group. If you have multiple ad groups, you can assign this extension, call extension, to only particular ad group, or you can even apply on based on the campaign label. So currently I'm going to choose campaign label, and my campaign name is goals 2, and then there's asset type. Then there's an asset and create new asset. There you need to choose your country. First I'm going to choose my country, that is India, and here I'm going to write down my number, that is 785891056. So it will be plus 917858911056. Now you need to choose conversion action, and inside conversion action we have to choose what is the conversion we have created just now. We have to choose that conversion. And next option is call interaction bid adjustment. You can increase whenever this extension shows I want to increase a bid up to 20%. You can increase up to 30%, because if you want more calls, then you should increase the bid. And inside advanced option, there's option to choose the date you want to, or you can schedule to call extensions, and your ad extension is going to look like this inside a Google Ads. In the upper half section you can assume your ad, and then in the last bottom section of your ads you'll see this call extension. Once that is done, click on save. Now you have assigned this particular call extension to the campaign, this one, and now select your campaign. Let's say goal state, I create that one goal extension, so I'm going to select this and then I'm going to click more detail. You can also do targeting based on ad group, I said you already, so you'll select that and then you can do the setting for your ad group. So currently I'm going to do for the campaign, so I'll click on edit setting, and once you are inside your edit setting, click on the campaign goal, and here we have to use a campaign specific goal setting and choose your campaign goal. I want phone call leads from your ads, so I create this one and I'm gonna select that and click save, and here I'm going to click save. So first step, you should remember that first create your campaign goal, then create ad extension. If ad extension is already created, just assign it to the campaign, and next step we have to change the campaign goal to call from the extension. Now first part is over. Call from ads using call extensions or the call only ads. When you are creating call only ads, how to assign that? So I create an example for call only ads. I'm going to click on the campaigns and I'm going to select the call only ads campaign. If you have multiple ads group, you can target based on the ad groups also. So here you have option to select the ad group. I don't have multiple ad groups, so I'm targeting based on the campaign only. Once you are there inside the campaigns, you have to click on ads. Inside the campaign we have ads, and inside ads you have to click on this edit setting. If you don't know how to create call only ads, then you can watch my video which is there in the description box, or you can watch the playlist. You can scroll down and there's option for conversion action. You just need to click on that and choose your conversion action and click on save new versions. Only this much was there in the call tracking through call extensions or the call only ads. Call to a number on a website, we are going to track this particular option which is provided by Google Ads. Now before I start the video, I want to explain you how Google tracks the calls to a number. Google basically tracks a number by replacing your number to their own number. That is known as Google forwarding number. When you create ads, let's say Nike shoes, and let's assume I found a number here. When I click on this particular website, I reach Lalit cart, and the number shown here will be Google forwarding number. This will not be original number. When you click on that, Google will redirect that number to your number and Google tracks it. This is how Google tracks calling to a number. So now let's get started. So now once you are inside a Google Ads dashboard, hover over the goal, click on summary, and inside summary, if you have created any Google Ads conversion, you'll find here. If you haven't created, you'll find it blank. You need to click on new conversion action, and there inside we need to click on phone calls, and there we need to click on calls to a phone on the website. And next here we need to enter the conversion name. The conversion name you can write anything. I'm going to write as Rahul call number on website tracking. So you can give any name to your conversion. Next we have a value. You can give your conversion any value. Let's assume if you are spending $100 on any of your campaign and you get 10 calls. So each call you are going to get at 10 rupees, right? Or $10. So you adjust that value in terms of returns. So that is how this conversion value represent. I'm gonna write as 10, and then next option we have is count. Let's assume one guy visited a website and each time he fills 1,000 times your website form. Then in that case, if you count every interaction or make a click, then in that case you are going to lose your conversion value and returns, and it will completely mess up. So for one guy, I want to track only one conversion. And then we have next option to enter the phone number. I'm gonna choose my country first, that is India, and next I have to enter my phone number here, 7858910056. I wrote my phone number, but it's not going to work because the example, if you'll see here, is like 074100, then there's a space, and then they want me to write the number. For India, if you are going for other country, let's say United States, then the pattern will be 201, there will be bracket, and then there will be number, like there will be hyphen and there's a space like this. So make sure you should write a number in same way the example is shown here. So I have to write 0 here, and then I have to give space after 6th number, and then I have to write the same number in this area, that display number, and make sure this display number should be same as that in your website. Then only Google is going to replace your phone number with the Google forwarding number. So let me take you to my website, and here you can see is showing in a different pattern. That's not going to work. So I have to log into my WP. I'm going to edit with Elementor. Till now I'll go back and copy the number in same pattern. Go back to your website, and I'm going to edit it, and the text I have to make sure everything is same. Even for URL we have to match the case. So I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste in this area, and I'm going to put dash in middle of it so it can make a continuity of the link. And once that is done, click on update and go back to your Google Ads, and next option we have is call length. I'm gonna make it 60 seconds because sometimes I may be busy, I might not count that call as conversion. If you call me, I say, Rahul, I'll call you after half an hour. That means that call will get disconnected within 30 seconds and I might lose a conversion. So there will be inaccurate value. So 30-second length is quite good. And then there's a conversion window. I'm gonna make it 60 days. And then we have attribution model. And attribution model, data driven, is quite awesome, which is recommended by Google. So I'm gonna click and continue. Now here we have tool 3 options. Install a tag yourself, install the tag via email, and use Google Tag Manager. I'm gonna use GTM because you can change the things through GTM without touching your website. If you install via website, you're gonna mess everything. So now I'm gonna use GTM. If you want to learn how to install GTM to your website, I already created a video and I'll drop you the link in the description box. You can go through it. And here is my website, that is Lalit Cart. I'm gonna click on it. And once you are here, I'm gonna click on add new tags. Click on tags configuration. And here, if you'll see that asking you to use Google Ads conversion tracking tag. So inside GTM, I'm gonna use Google Ads conversion tracking tag, and the conversion ID you'll find in this area. I'm gonna enter my conversion ID, and conversion label is this. I'm gonna enter conversion label here. They are asking you to make sure that you should add conversion linker tag. So once you're inside a Google Ad Tags Manager, there you'll find conversion linker tag is missing in your container. So you have to click on create. And there I'm going to choose the conversion linker. You'll find here conversion linker, and then we have to click on enable linking on all pages, and then we have to choose the trigger, and trigger should be there on all pages. So once that is done, you have to enter the name of this conversion linker. I'll name it as Rahul Google Conversion Linker. You can give name anything to it. So I'm gonna click save, and next scroll down and there's a triggering option. Click on that triggering, and I want to trigger it on all the pages, because wherever the phone number is there, it's gonna track everything there. I'm gonna click save, and before that you have to write down the name of it. Google Ads Converter Tracking Phone Number. I'm gonna click save. Now I'm gonna click it submit. What are the changes you have done now to your conversion, to your GTM? You must write as short form Google as call tracking updated. You can write full thing whatever you have done in this update, such as you added the conversion tracking of all the basic details you can write. I'm gonna move in a shortcut way. Once that is done, click on publish. Now go back to your website and click on next. Now you have to click on preview inside your Google Tag Manager. And this is our page Lalit Cart, for which we added number. Now we are going back to the preview options, whether our Google tag is working or not. So I'm going to click on connect. Now I'm going to click on this particular number, and I'll go back now. I'll click on continue, and here you'll see GTM GA4 configuration is fired 1 times. Google Tag Manager phone number tracking is fired 1 time. I have created 2 or 3 conversions already, so that is getting fired. Conversion linker is getting fired. Rahul call click tracking tag is getting fired, and 2 of the events is not fired yet. That is Google Ad Conversion Tracking Form, Google's GA4 thank you confirmation page is not yet fired. That means our Google Ads conversion is working fine. How to track a click on a mobile number in your website. Here in this one, the Google replace your number with a redirection number and track that call. Next, in this one, we track click on number, button, image, URL. So for that, there's a documentation in the Google for setting up conversion tracking. When you have links click, if you want to track through GTM, then you should add this one in your URL, and your URL should look like this, or your URL should look like this. If you have button and if you want to track the button click, then your button should look like this, or it should look like this. That means you need to add extra this part in your HTML code. If you have image, then your image should look like this from HTML codes, and vice versa. Similarly, for telephone click, we have a predefined link that we have to use in our website to track. So now first step for you is to hover over the goal, click on summary, and there inside summary click on new conversion, and there inside that you have to click on phone calls, and there inside that you have to click on your number on mobile website. Click on continue. Here you have to enter your conversion name, mobile number, click tracking. You can give any name to your conversion. And next option we have is the value. Use the same value for each conversion or use the different value for each conversion. When you want to set up, as in case of conversion tracking, when we have dynamic values, when we have multiple products in our website, in that case, or when we have multiple things inside the website and we want to track the value of different things, in that case we use different values for each conversion. But here I want to use a single value for each conversion because we just only want to track a call. So I'm going to add 100 for conversion, as we know what the value is all about. Next we have count. So I'm going to choose 1 for each conversion, and there's a click through window that I'm going to make it 90 days. And next option we have is click through window, so make it at least 1 week. And the attribution model is quite good for recommendation. click on create and continue. Here next option we have is to use Google Tag Manager. And now I'm going to take you to the Google Tag Manager. We have conversion ID and the conversion label. Once you are inside a Google Tag Manager, click over the website which you have linked here. Mine is LalitCart, and there you need to click on new tags, and there inside that we have to click on tags, and inside the tags we have to choose Google conversion tracking. So now here we have to go back to our conversion information, and we have to copy the conversion ID, and we have to enter here conversion ID, and then we have to enter the conversion label. I'm going to enter the conversion label here, and then I'm going to scroll down. Before that we have one more thing that is missing, is conversion link tag missing in the container. So we have to create conversion linker tag. So click on the create one. And there inside that we have to click here and select conversion linker, and then we have to click on enable linking on all pages, and then we have to choose the trigger, and trigger should be there on all pages. So once that is done, you have to enter the name of this conversion linker. So I'm going to write name conversion linker tag. Once that is done, click on save, and now you will see the conversion linker tag is found in the container. Once that is done, scroll down and click on this particular triggering option. We want this tag to get fired on all pages because we are going to track the calls. So for tracking the calls, we need to write down the name of the tag. You can write anything. I'm going to write Rahul call click tracking tag. Once that is done, click on save, and now we have to publish our work. So we are going to click on submit, and what is the update you have made? You have to write the name of the work. You can write anything just to make sure that you will be able to understand what you update, and then you have to write the description that you updated these 2 things or 3 things you updated. So I'll be writing the same thing for both name and the description. Call tracking click updated. I'm going to click on publish. Now cancel this, go back to your Google Ads, and once that is done, click on next and click on done. Are you done yet? No, you haven't, because we want to track the click. So I need to go back to my website, and there I need to edit this number. So I'm going to edit. As I told you, there's a format for tracking clicks. When there's a button, when there's a telephone number, when there's a link, when there's an image. So currently here you can see there is a button, and I'm using Elementor. So what should I do now? There's no option, right? So what I have to do, I have to go to this option and I have to search for HTML. Copy the HTML one and paste in this area and remove the button, because in case of tracking the number, button is not going to work. So what I have to do, I have to copy the code for call. I'll be copying it. I'm going to paste it here, and I have to replace the number. So I'm going in this area again back. I'm going to copy the pattern. I'm going in this area again back and replace the number, and then we have href part is there. So I'll click on this, and I want href part to get copied to again back to call now. So I pasted my href part, and now it's looking perfect. So if anyone clicks on that, now it's gonna send as conversion, and we already chose 1 click per guy conversion. So once that is done, click on update. Similarly, in that case, if you have button, if you want to track some button, or if you want to track some download, if you want to track some images, then simply you have to just copy the thing. Let's say if you want to track some URL, then you simply need to copy the URL like this, go back to this one, and inside any of your pages where you want that, you just need to paste it and replace the URL. Only this much you have to do, replace the URL, and you will be like that. Again here, if you see button on click return G tag report, link is there, submit button. So you just need to copy it completely and replace the link. Here you have to replace the phone number, here you have to replace the images, like that you have to work. Only this much was there inside Google Ads call tracking. So I hope you find this video useful. If you did, give thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more further updates. Thank you.